Hello, it's Family Driver. Welcome to another video. It's Saturday morning, the sun is out. We just finished a week and a half of absolute misery. We had rain pretty much every day, so I'm so glad to finally get out in a car and go for another drive. So I'm going to Peak District to meet a couple of friends I'm actually going to Scotland with in next couple of months, so I'm very excited to meet them again. Today's drive is also special because I finally switched my Bluespark to setting D. Yes, finally. So I can already tell you that it's pulling much better than before in setting C. I think the feel I've got now is that when before it added an extra couple of percent, now it added a couple of tens of percent. So yeah, setting D, it's definitely more noticeable than setting C. But let's get to the Peak District now, where I will be able to use that power on some twisty roads, so I can share with you more about what I'm feeling. So the car pulls far better than before. You can definitely feel it very noticeably in the low revs, but also in the higher revs. It's just a bit more violent than before. Oh dear, love this car. Really enjoying this additional torque. It just makes it more effortless. Still, it doesn't feel unnatural. It just feels like a bit better car. Definitely feel more power at the moment than before. Setting C definitely wasn't so aggressive as this one. I still wouldn't call it aggressive. I think that's probably the wrong word. The car feels just better. It's just better. It pulls better, accelerates better, but it's not really that aggressive. I think you would have to probably go with a proper remap to get even more push and more punch out of this engine. Obviously you do have an option to go to setting E, but they do not recommend it for the stock cars. I think for setting E they recommend to have different intercooler, so you got better cooling. May go to, oh, such a lovely part of the road. We've just gone through the clouds. Bluespark is definitely easier. What Bluespark really helps with is when you are on the twisties and you have to slow down in a corner, you don't actually have to reduce your gear to go back to the speed, because oh wow, that road is, oh, I've bottomed out the suspension definitely there, oh dear. So what I'm planning to do as well is to do the same comparison I did before. So I'm going to the same place and I'm going to record 20 to 60 and 30 to 70 pulls, so I can compare it with setting C and with the stock car. Hopefully this will show how the setting D differs from setting C and stock. But yeah, definitely car feels more ready for spirited driving than before. Really funny to see all that hate in people's eyes when they're walking on the side of the road and see us passing. All the nature lovers, which I guess love the silence and they love to listen to birds. Well, we are the enemy number one. So yeah, we're not that bad people, we just like to make some noise, like your birds. I think sheep's got scared away. It's that Mini. Blame Mini. The sound of this Mini, it reminds me Scotland last year so much. time to head home now. We had a nice breakfast at Carding Shed, and unfortunately I'm running out of time. I have to go back home, so yes, unfortunately I have to give almost a miss this time. So what's my verdict on Bluespark? I think Bluespark is really worth the price. Whenever you buy it second hand for about 60-80 quid, or you buy it new for 160 quid, which by the way you can get 10% off with family driver code, it's really worth the money. It gives you, especially in setting D, that extra torque and power. It's really noticeable across the whole rev range, so it works perfectly fine. As far as I can see, it doesn't really affect your MPG unless you really push it, then probably it will, because obviously your car will be using more fuel to generate that power. But overall, like I said, for the flexibility, you can take it off whenever you want. It takes 10 minutes, you can change the settings. I think it's perfect. And yes, it is not as good, and I can't really confirm, but I'm sure it's not as good as a proper remap. With proper remap you will get probably more torque, more power, but you're stuck with it. You can't transfer it to the new car, when with this one you can actually move it to your new car, send it back to Bluespark, and for around 60 quid they will actually change the map for your new car. So as you can see, it's very flexible, and you can always resell it. You can sell it back. If you buy second hand and then you sell it, you probably won't lose a penny on it. So I think it is a perfect solution. That's why I tried it. I never wanted more power, but I always wanted to try it, and I'm still undecided if I'm going to keep it in the end or not. At the moment I'm enjoying it. I might resell it, I might actually give it up, but we'll see. But overall I can definitely recommend it. I think it's a good compromise, price wise, power wise, and flexibility wise. So definitely, if you're out there and you want a bit more power, worth considering. So thank you for watching, guys. I really appreciate your support, so please give it likes and subscribe to my channel if you're new.